Good morning, everyone. So this morning I'm going to discuss about the academic achievement test. Academic achievement test. Achievement tests directly assess students' skills development in academic areas such as reading, math, and written language. They measure the extent to which a student has profited from schooling and or life experiences compared to others of the same age or grade. Achievement tests provide a global index of academic skills development and may be used to identify individual students for whom educational intervention is necessary. Achievement tests are used most often to assess students in an effort to identify those who demonstrate relatively low level, average, or high level skills in comparisons to their peers. They are designed to measure both pre-academic and academic behavior, from the ability to match pictures and letters to more advanced literacy and mathematical skills. They also they can be also helpful in assessing needs, monitoring a student's progress, diagnosing a students with learning disability, or identifying benchmarks on a student's individualized education program, or we called it IEP, which the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act requires special needs students to have. A team made up of teachers, parents, and others to develop the program and update it periodically to meet students' needs as they grow. So there are some measures for the academic achievement test. So first is the intellectual ability measures, sometimes referred to as cognitive ability tests. These assessments are intended to measure thinking and problem solving skills. Rather than pinpointing what a student knows at the time of assessment, these tests focus on evaluating the student's intellectual potential. Typically, intellectual ability measures are administered by a psychologist or other mental health professional. So let's take a focus on Stanford Binet intelligence test. So last meeting, Ocampos had discussed this test about to his report about of IQ test. IQ test. So the Stanford Binet test is designed to gauge intelligence through the five factors of cognitive ability, fluid reasoning, knowledge, quantitative reasoning, visual spatial processing, and working memory. Each of these factors is assigned a weight. The exam measures both verbal and nonverbal, and the student's combined score is typically given as a ratio. The eponymous intelligence quotient or IQ. The, s- the Stanford Binet test has been in wide use since the early 1900s and has shown to be effective with many different groups. It can be used to identify both giftedness and cognitive disabilities. So, there are other common intellectual ability measure, not just for the Stanford Binet, but there are also Columbia Mental Maturity Scale, Comprehensive Test for Nonverbal Intelligence, Kaufman Assessment Battery for Children, Mental Processing Skills, Kaufman Brief Intelligence Test, McCarthy Scales of Children's Abilities, Otis Lennon School Ability Test, Slauson Intelligence Test, Test of Nonverbal Intelligence, and the Wechsler's Scales of Intelligence. So the next is a reading assessments measure. So, as the name suggests, these assessments are intended to measure the holistic components of reading readiness and achievement, including word recognition, comprehension, fluency, and there are more pa. But most consider both out loud and silent reading skills. Reading assessments measures may be administered by a school psychologist or other mental health professionals, special education teacher, and general classroom teacher. So for the reading assessment measure, Let's take a focus for Woodcock Reading Mastery Test. Revise or WRMT revise. So the Woodcock Reading Mastery Test is one of the family of cognitive ability tests designed specifically to measure reading and reading readiness skills to help educators and clinicians identify and place struggling readers and monitor the progress. The complete Woodcock Reading Mastery Test is a battery of 9 tests, such as listening comprehension, letter identification, phonological awareness, rapid automatic naming, word identification, nonsense word identification, word comprehension, process comprehension, and oral reading fluency. Now, so these return composite cluster scores for the total reading readiness, basic skills, and reading comprehensions, which educators can use to inform interventions decisions. So, not all tests must not be given, but they are all quick assessments designed for insights into students' ability. So, other common reading assessments measures include decoding skills test, thorough analysis reading difficulty, gauge gainity, sabi ni, gainity silent reading test, gauge Horowitz reading diagnostic test, Gilmore oral reading test, Gray oral reading test, Nelson Dene reading test, Slowson's oral reading test, Spacey diagnostic reading scales, and the test of reading comprehension, third edition. So that's for arithmetic assessment measures. These are the assessments intended to measure students' overall understanding and applications of mathematical concepts and then identify deficits. Arithmetic assessments measures may be administered by a school psychologist or other mental health professional, a special education teacher, or general classroom teacher. So for the arithmetic assessment measures, let's take a focus on test of mathematical ability third edition or TOMA 3. So what is TOMA 3? The TOMA 3 is a norm reference mathematics assessment tool used to identify, quantify, and describe mathematical skills deficits in children ages 8 to 18 years old. It focuses measurements on 5 key areas such as mathematical symbols and concepts, computations, mathematics in everyday life, word problems, and attitudes toward math or supplemental. The Thaumatrix provides practitioners with a composite mathematical ability index, as well as raw scores, age grade equivalents, percentiles, ranks, and more to help accurately place and monitor students' progress. So, other common arithmetic assessment measures, um, such as in right diagnostic inventory of basic arithmetic skills, key math diagnostic arithmetic test, the Steenbergen diagnostic and prescriptive math program and quick math, screening test, the test of early mathematics ability. Next is the comprehensive achievement measures. So, while intellectual ability measures focus on students' learning potential, comprehensive achievement measures focus on the current achievement level at the time of testing. That they measure the achievement across core skill sets including reading, mathematics, oral language, and more. They are often used as screeners to identify a broad range of learning disabilities. Comprehensive achievement measures can be administered by a school psychologist or other mental health professional, spe- special education teacher, or a classroom teacher. So for the comprehensive achievement measures, let's take a focus for the Brygans diagnostic inventory of basic skills. Brygans or Brigans, I don't know how to read it, but mana na siya. So the Brygans diagnostic inventory of basic skills helps practitioners determine a student's psychometric skill level at a various tasks as compared to other children in their age or demographic group. The assessments can be administered to students in grades pre-kinder to grade 6, and it's intended to inform academic placements in reading, language, and mathematics, as well as basics readiness for academic learning. So, other common comprehensive achievement measures includes Kaufman Test of Educational Achievement, Norris Educational Achievement Test, Peabody Individual Achievement Test, Test of Academic Achievement Skills Reading, Arithmetic, and spelling and listening, Bachelor's Individual Achievement Test, and the Wide Range Achievement Test. So, there are a lot of tests for each measure sa academics test, and dili na ko siya maisa-isa, but I gave the best test for each measures man. So for the other sa uban test, kamo na lay bahalag search kay dili jud nako siya maisa-isa, and mara siya. That's all for my report about the academic achievement test. Hope you listen. Thanks.